Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing a 2013 model year release from Girard-Perregaux. This is the Traveler Moonphase large date, and it is all of those things. It's 44 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. It's 12.2 millimeters thick. And it's 53.5 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip with a broad 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it is a full-sized watch. This is a considerable timepiece, and I recommend your wrist be no smaller than mine. If your wrist is smaller than 16 centimeters circumference, you're going to want a smaller Girard-Perregaux. I would say that to wear it well, you probably need a wrist larger than mine of at least 17 centimeters circumference. That said, it is quite flat, and it will fit underneath a dress cuff. The watch has a lovely integrated strap that is one of the features that actually mitigates against its fit on small wrists. So because the strap flares out past the lugs, you can see how there's a little bit of flare on each side. That effectively defines the incompressible outer boundary of the watch, meaning that even if the case itself fits your wrist, once the strap is added, it might not. That's why this watch wears large. That said, it is very handsome. The strap features a totally integrated profile that matches both the slope of the lugs and the curve of the case. The strap is black, large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top and on the flank. It has a monotone stitch and a folded edge. But when you look on the underside, you can see the strap is primarily made of vulcanized rubber. Now on the underside, it features the little Girard-Perregaux golden bridge style framed logo. And then there's some evacuations that allow the strap to be a bit more flexible. Taking a quick look, there is a deployant clasp, GP branded, a combination of polished accents and satination. Twin triggers pop it open. Internally, you can see there's satination and polish. You tuck the strap into the buckle, and once it's tucked down and buckled in, there's no excess strap length visible, and there's no need for minder loops, so it's a very clean look. Buckles like this are found on many watches from many brands, but there's a reason for that. They're of high quality, very secure, and make for a clean look once sized. The case features stepped lug profiles over at 9 o'clock. There's also a little polished bevel that expands as it moves toward the mid case, and then you can see how those lugs really are stepped out. We have a little pusher adjuster for the Moonphase display. There's a quick set for the double-digit date, which, if you look very carefully, is not in the same plane, but transparent sapphires make it look as though the numerals were actually flush. Just make sure we're not in the date change danger zone, and I'll demonstrate how the quick set works. It is a snappy jumping date, whether you're quick setting it or rolling it through midnight manually. Now, the watch also includes a hacking or stop seconds function. There's a power reserve indicator down at approximately 4:30, and the watch has an automatic winding power reserve of 46 hours. We have a constant seconds display over at 7:30, and then we have a photorealistic Moonphase, and again, you set that using the pusher adjuster on the flank. The crown is shallow, polished, and conical, and over on the crown side, we have those transitional bevels. What we don't have are the stepped out lugs. They give way to a crown guard structure. We have a large polished crown with a knurled edge, and the dial is an anthracite gray. There's a Rayhaut outboard. It is a sort of flange that slopes down from the bezel to the dial base. We have applique indices with little loomed cabochon outboard. We'll do a quick loom shot. Girard-Perregaux, considered to be a brand on the comeback trail, as it was recently bought by its own management from its previous owners, and along with its sister firm Ulysse Nardin, it's in the beginnings of a renaissance. Now, there's a satin finish to the power reserve track, and we have that photorealistic Moonphase. We'll get as close as we can to show you the details. There's a very light brushed pattern in black metallic around the edge of the seconds track, and you can see that the seconds hand is counterweighted and white varnished. Flip it all over, we have Girard-Perregaux manufactured caliber 3300. It is a unidirectional automatic winder with 46 hours of power reserve, a quick set date, hacking seconds. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It is a single barrel movement, handsomely finished with 35 pivot jewels, and in this case, water resistant down to 100 meters. You can see that there's a lovely customized rotor with multiple finishes. We have Côte de Genève across the bridges, blued screws, and then engine turning on the base plate. It is an impressive, ultra-thin, high horology movement. The same family of calibers has been used by many different brands, up to and including Vacheron Constantin, so the credentials of this movement are impeccable. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.